Sa Bloomberg Philippines, sinabi ni Mino na matagal lang nadiskubre ang teknolohiya nagpapailaw sa salt lamp. 2 kutsara lang ng asin o rock salt ang kailangan para mapagana ito. Yun nga lang, aminado siya na mahirap i-mass produce ito dahil kulang ang kanilang pondo.
Low-power mobile devices like your cell phones and smartphones. So this is a video clip that you can see on how the salt lamp.
The system consists of 2 liquid-filled compartments separated by a thin membrane. Salt ions in the seawater pass through the membrane with a tiny hole to the fresh water until both liquids have the same concentration of salt. This is called osmosis. The membrane allows positively charged ions to pass through while pushing away most of the negatively charged ones. That creates a voltage between the 2 liquids as one builds up positive energy and the other one negative energy. This voltage is what causes the current to be generated by the transfer of ions to flow. And since an ion is simply an atom with an electrical charge, the movement of the salt ions can be harnessed to generate electricity, such as seen in the REAP project in Sicily, Italy. See my demonstration as the brine solution or salt water powers this small motor. It's like a battery that generates electricity. The materials needed are salt and water. The ratio for the salt and water is about 1 to 5. 20 to 90% will work, although it's not as efficient. 20% is the most efficient. And our other materials are, this is the air cathode or positive electrode, and this is the non-woven fabric or semi-permeable membrane. And this is the magnesium sheet, or the negative electrode. This is the motor, with the positive and negative connectors, and this is the wheel and axle. We must make the saltwater solution. Here, we will be assembling the saltwater base 1. Now, we will put the motor with the positive and negative connectors. Then we'll put the wheel and axle. Put the battery base 1. And then we'll add the salt solution. I'm afraid I've encountered some technical difficulties, but I was able to find the solution. The problem was, the battery and the probes could not connect, so the motor could not work. But I tested it, I tested it with a battery, a watch battery. It worked, and I tested the battery with a multi-tester. It also worked. So now it's fine. But we expect these things to happen in experiments. Some things go wrong. It's expected. We can harness osmotic power any time of the day. Aside from the other proponents of clean energy, like solar, wind, and hydropower, getting energy from seawater is an environmental means in harnessing energy from the environment. It's very doable compared to other things like fossil fuels that can cause environmental impacts like global warming. The energy in places where salt water and ocean water, and fresh water as well, mingle through a membrane cloud could provide a massive source of renewable energy. There's a very big potential for this form of power to supply the whole Philippines because we are surrounded by a sea. And then thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have a good day or night.